Hello everyone, well thanks for tuning in to Snowwatch, a nice little surprise video for you on this Wednesday evening. I think there's just enough to warrant doing Snowwatch through tomorrow and into Friday. Tomorrow's snow is going to be primarily in the north, particularly over high ground, but there will be a little bit of snow falling to lower levels, you know, through the course of tomorrow morning, in particular across the northern half of the country. It will be mostly rain though, further south, I have to say, so anybody like Midlands, Southern England expecting much in the way of snow, you're not going to get much except over like Staffordshire moorlands and that kind of thing. And then on Friday, there's going to be some wintry showers, and they might be a little bit further south as well. Maybe a potential for a little bit of snow across more southern areas in those showers on Friday. A little bit uncertain about that. But I'll do it through all of the data in a moment. Just saying that the first video is saying was our 7 AM upload. We've also released the USA forecast and a 10 to 14 day as well. We're well and truly back in business after a bit of a layoff over Christmas. So please like, share, subscribe on all of the videos. Thank you so much for doing that. So it's going to be a very cold night tonight across most parts of the country. Temperatures will go widely below freezing and into that very cold air. This is the latest minimum temperature forecast from the GWV model, by the way. Just indicates that it is going to be a really cold night, widespread frost. And into that cold air will come these weather fronts moving in from off the Atlantic Ocean. This is the latest facts chart from the UK Met Office for midday tomorrow. This is the human interpretation of models by forecasters at the UK Met. So the ridge of high pressure giving us this frosty night is squeezed out tomorrow as these weather fronts move in from off the Atlantic. They're pushing into that cold air though, and as they come into the cold air, there will be risk of snow, particularly in the northern half of the country. Those are clearly fronts they push through into the North Sea by midnight on Thursday to Friday, and cold air returns from the Atlantic on these strong and cold westerly winds. And then on Friday, we're into a cold and showery westerly with these troughs and convergence lines in the flow, perhaps just enhancing those wintry showers a little bit. By the time through to Saturday, milder air is moving in from off the Atlantic with this warm front associated with this area of flow pressure to the south of Greenland. So that's the plan. Let's have a look at some data. This is the latest ECM WF12Z, just updating at WF charts at the moment. So again, this is like 6 AM tomorrow morning. It'll be very frosty then. Much of the country into the west, we've got this heavy rain already beginning to turn to snow a little bit across parts of the island there. And as we push through into the morning, this is like midday tomorrow, we can see midday Thursday, but you can see that that rain is turning to snow over northern England and up into Scotland, where we've got those dark purple colours. That is where we've got the rain turning to snow. You notice further south it is primarily rain, but there's a little bit of snow actually coming through across parts of mid-Wales there and into the northwestern Midlands. But anywhere further south and east of that, we are just talking about rain with those blue colours. Nevertheless, at midday tomorrow, there could be quite a snow event taking place over parts of northern England and Scotland, particularly over high ground where, 5-10 centimetres is possible. And into low levels, there might be a little bit of a dusting in some places, maybe a centimetre or two across parts of northern England and Scotland. Rain further south. Then that gets out of the way, and we're into like showery weather as we go through into Friday in quite cold air. And notice some of those showers are wintry through parts of Wales and southwestern England, southwest Midlands on Friday, midday Friday. Purple colours there through northwest England, southwest Scotland, and particularly particular cluster of heavy showers through south and mid Wales into southwestern parts of England. They push into the southeast, maybe taking a few flakes in across southern southeast areas. So for those of you in the south, for showers on Friday could be a little bit more, could be a little bit more wintry compared to wet weather we've got coming up through the course of tomorrow. This is how, so that's ECMW, very latest 12Z run. This is how the GFS is looking at the weather outlook. So again, we've got this wet weather moving in from the Atlantic, turning to snow parts of Wales, northern England, into southwest of Scotland through the course of the morning. Then through the afternoon, it kind of eases down a little bit, but snow parts of Wales down into northern England. Again, particularly over high ground, particularly over elevation. Some flakes coming down to low levels, though maybe a little bit of a dusting, especially across Scotland. And further south and west, it is primarily rain pushing through. That gets out of the way. That wet weather gets out of the way through Thursday evening. Then we're into these wintry showers Thursday night into Friday, really packing into the west. And then this little disturbance area just here, moving into Wales, southwest England through the course of midday Friday, and moving across the south, might just deliver a little bit of snow into those more southern and southeast areas. Very, very marginal stuff that. But, you know, the ECM and the GFS is moving some sort of more prolonged area of precipitation in from the west, in the south and the southwest on Friday morning into Friday afternoon, but might deliver a little bit of wintriness to more southern areas. And then by Saturday, we're into that milder, wetter weather. This is how BGM is looking. This is quite a low res model, but again, it's a bit of a suggestion that as we get through into midday tomorrow, we've got snow through parts of Wales, and particularly over to Northern England and Scotland. It looks like there's a lot of snow. It won't be as widespread as that, be particularly over high ground, with a few flakes coming down to lower levels, maybe more of a wintry mix towards lower levels. But even on lower levels, there might be, you know, a centimetre or two of snow. But particularly over elevation, there could be some quite significant snow for the course of tomorrow in the north. Then that gets out of the way, winter, those wintry showers into Friday, and a more general area of rain, sleet and snow perhaps pushing in through parts of Wales and Midlands, central southern England during Friday afternoon. That's definitely one to watch. Got a few models are showing that. Again, probably not as widespread with the snow as like the GM is showing there, because it's a lower res model, but definitely some sort of disturbance looks like pushing across England and Wales through the course of Friday. High-res arpege, this is a high-res model, looks like this. Again, the wet weather moving into that cold air as we get into the early hours of the morning, and then spreading eastwards during the morning, with rain in southern and southwestern areas, a little bit of snow over high ground of Wales, but particularly it's when we get into northern England and Scotland. Again, particularly over high ground, but not exclusively so. Some snow could fall to lower levels during the middle of the day and into the earlier part of the afternoon. And again, I wouldn't rule out like 5-10 centimetres over high ground, like the Pennines, southern uplands, and those sort of areas with a slushy mix, perhaps down to lower levels of Scotland, Northern England, wet weather further south. All of that gets out of the way, and then into Friday, we're watching those showers packing in from the west. And again, the arpeggio, it doesn't really tend to snow, but the arpeggio does suggest some sort of more prolonged area of precipitation moving in across England and Wales during the course of Friday afternoon. Arpeggio keeps that on the rain side of the divide, you know, of the rain-snow divide, but it is moving in that more general area of precipitation. So again, that is one to watch on Friday afternoon, what's going on with that more prolonged area of wet weather. A GWV icon. All these models are coming from Weather Out, by the way. Please check out Weather Outlook and check out these models for yourself. This is how the GWV icon is looking. Again, the wet weather moving into cold air tomorrow morning, tend to snow through parts of North Wales in particular, and over high ground, and into northern England and Scotland. Quite a significant snow event taking place over high ground, and some wintry weather coming down to lower levels. Further south, we're looking at mostly rain pushing across central some parts of England and Wales. That all gets out of the way, and we're left those wintry showers into Thursday night and Friday. And then again, same through Friday afternoon, a more general area of wet weather spreads in across central southern parts of England and Wales. Rain to the south, suggestion of a little bit of snow perhaps mixed in across parts of Wales and the Midlands in particular. Possibly a little bit of wintriness getting down into that southeast corner. All looks very marginal, but might deposit a little bit of snow to more southern areas during the course of Friday afternoon. A cold night on Friday night with widespread frost, I would have thought. A very into milder, wetter weather as we go through into Saturday. High-res UKV looks like this is high-res model of all, really. So, again, tomorrow, in comes that wet weather from the Atlantic, turns to snow across Scotland and northern England, especially over high ground. A little bit, though, could fall to lower levels. All looking rather patchy, I have to say, though. So, I think out of all of Mars, the UKV, probably a little bit more patchier with this rain, sleet and snow moving in from the west. That gets out of the way into Friday. We're looking at wintry showers, snow showers packing into northern and western areas during the morning. And then there's that more general area of wet weather, which UKV really restricts to the far south-southwest of the country as we go through Friday afternoon into Friday evening, leaving us with those snow showers in central, northern and western areas. And then finally, we've got the WRF model, so just have a very quick look at that before we go. This is from metrocella.fr, and it looks like this. So in comes the wet weather through the course of tomorrow morning. A little bit of stay with that through Wales, but it's particularly through northern England and Scotland. Again, it is rather patchy in nature, so a little bit showery nature. Some areas might get a covering of snow, some areas, you know, just light outbreaks of sleety rain. Probably down in the south, it is staying as rain. That pushes through, memory into those snow showers on Thursday night into Friday morning. What does it do during the course of Friday? Let's have a look. In comes that more general area of precipitation. Might bring some snow to parts of Ireland. We do have people watching from Ireland. That might deliver a little bit of snow to Dublin, for example. So hello to you in Ireland. And that pushes through into Wales during the course of Friday morning. Again, brings snow to mid and north Wales, in particular rain through South Wales and southwestern parts of England. And then on into the Midlands and southern England, it pushes again. Rain in the south, but a snow, some snow there through the Midlands in particular during the course of Friday afternoon. And then eventually that pushes into East Anglia and maybe southeastern England again. Further south you go, more it's rain, so it's like through the Midlands into East Anglia. But there is a little bit of snow actually going on there. That does look quite heavy with the snow pushing through parts of Wales and Midlands and into East Anglia as we go through Friday afternoon. All gets out of the way as we go into Friday evening, and then we're left with a cold night on Friday night with widespread frost for more wet weather comes in from the Atlantic, and that brings milder air across most parts of the country, although there could be a little bit of snow through northern and eastern parts of Scotland. So yeah, I mean, it's not a classic snow event by any means. Not talking about a beach from the east and widespread, easterly blizzards and whatnot. But nevertheless, it's enough, I think, this to warrant doing snow watching. We haven't done many this winter. I think we've only done one or two so far. So it's not been a great season of snow watches. But yeah, there will be snow around in the next 24 to 48 hours, particularly through central northern areas tomorrow, and then possibly a little bit further southwards into Friday. So that's it. We shall keep an eye on what's happening tomorrow. Just so what's coming up, 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. upload. I think it will be European Outlook and a 10 to 14 dayer as well. But for this Snow Watch, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.